Everyone's looking to move to Mississauga, but here are 6 things you need to know before coming here. Otherwise, it could be one of the worst decisions you make. I've helped a ton of people move here, and these 6 things were the things that made a huge impact on their decision as to whether they should move here or not. Hey everyone, my name is Fawad Nissari with eXp Realty. If you want to know any other information about moving to Mississauga, please feel free to contact me. All of my information is in the description box below with my email, phone number, or you can book a call with me via the calendar link. We can have a private one-on-one Zoom call. Okay, so let's jump right in and talk about the 6 reasons why you should consider moving to Mississauga. Number 1, location. So Mississauga is located just west of Toronto and is part of the Greater Toronto Area. Distance between Mississauga City Centre, which is Square One, to downtown Toronto is about 30 kilometers. Depending on the route you take and the traffic condition, it will take you somewhere between 30 minutes to 60 minutes to get to downtown Toronto. Additionally, Mississauga is well connected to the Toronto public transportation system, including buses, trains, and the subway system. Mississauga is also close reach to Niagara Falls within 90 minutes drive to fun activities at the falls and the US border. It's also home to Pearson International Airport, the largest and busiest airport in Canada. The airport serves as a major hub for Air Canada and also used by several other major airlines, including WestJet, American Airlines, Delta, etc. In terms of transit, similar to Toronto CTC, Mississauga has a public transit system known as MyWay. This provides local and regional bus service throughout the city. MyWay operates over 80 routes covering over 450 square kilometers and serve over 45 million passengers annually. But the fun part is only 20% of the residents in Mississauga use MyWay. So they heavily rely on cars. There's also light rail transit system, which will provide 18 kilometers of rapid transit system with 19 stops from Port Credit all the way to Brampton Gateway Terminal. As of this recording, the project is well underway and it is expected to complete in the fall of 2024. In addition to MyWay and LRT, there's GO Transit train station in Mississauga, and here are the routes that they serve. You have the Lakeshore West line, travels between Niagara Falls, Burlington, to the west and stops at Clarkson, Port Credit. Those two are Mississauga communities. Then Long Branch, which is Etobicoke, and then Union Station in downtown Toronto. And then you have Milton Line, which travels between Milton, and then you have a stop at Lesgar, which is the newest community of Mississauga. And then you have Meadowville, Streetsville, Arundel, Cooksville, and Dixie. Those are all Mississauga. And then it will go to Kipling Station, and then finally to Union Station, downtown Toronto. So if you're considering making a move but work downtown Toronto, make sure you are close to GO Station because traffic can be brutal during rush hour if you decide to drive. Now, in terms of job opportunities, Mississauga is home to many large employers spanning a variety of industry. For example, you have Air Canada, Bank of Montreal, Bell Canada, RBC, CRA, City of Mississauga, FedEx, HP, Sobeys, and University of Toronto. While this may not be downtown Toronto, but there are a lot of job opportunities for professionals in a variety of fields. We have a very low unemployment rate here in the city. It's a great place to grow a career and start a family here in Mississauga. Now you have diversity. Mississauga is a diverse city with a population that includes people from a wide range of ethnic and cultural background. In fact, according to 2016 census report, half of the city's population is made up of visible minorities. To elaborate on this, we have over 53% of the population of Mississauga identified as an immigrant as of 2016. So if you're not into this, Mississauga may not be the place for you to move in because you have different kind of people live here from around the world who emigrated at some point of time. They speak different languages, they have different traditions, they have different ways of doing things. So the city's diversity and culture is reflected in the food, festival, and cultural event. Mississauga is known for its many ethnic restaurants. You have different cuisines from around the world. You have a host of number of cultural events, festivals throughout the year. But despite the diversity, different parts of the city is home to different ethnic groups, making the city of Mississauga one of the most diverse cities here in Canada. In terms of education, Mississauga has a number of public and private elementary and secondary school, offering a variety of educational programs, including French immersions, gifted programs, and specialized programs in the arts, science, technology. The Peel District School Board and Peel Catholic District School Boards are the two main school boards in the city. There are several colleges in and around Mississauga offering post-secondary education, such as Sheridan College offering programs in the arts, design, business, community studies, and technology. We have CDI College, Trias College, and other private career colleges and campuses in Mississauga. Mississauga is also home to two universities, the University of Toronto, Mississauga, UTM, and Sheridan College Institute and Advanced Learning. So UTM is the satellite campus of the University of Toronto and offers undergrads and graduate programs in a range of fields including business, humanities, and sciences. Overall, Mississauga's education system offers a range of options for students at all levels with focus on high quality education and innovative programs. So depending on the schools, ranging from very, very good to not so good. I'll make another video about top 5 schools in Mississauga and the neighborhood it covers in the next video. In terms of real estate, Mississauga real estate is very competitive and it's very expensive, depending on the type of property you're looking for. The average price of a property in November 2023 is a little over $1 million. But again, this data is very misleading because it takes all property types into account. So here are the real numbers based on the type of properties as of November of 2023. The average price of a detached home is hovering around $1.5 million. It is your typical 4-bedroom, 4-washroom, detached double-car garage house. $1.5 million, a lot of money, but this number is down by 20% because back in February of 2022, the average price of a detached home was around $2 million. The average price of a semi-detached home is around $1.1 million. This is your typical 3-bedroom, 4-washroom house. The average price of a 3-bedroom, 3-washroom townhouse is around $985,000 as of this recording. And lastly, the average price of a 1-bedroom plus den condo is around $612,000. So even the market has dropped by around 20% compared to the peak of 2022. Prices are relatively expensive, and there are some signs that prices may come down another 10% by next year, but it looks like they're going to start decreasing rate by around July, September of next year. So we may not have a price decrease next year. Because of the high real estate prices, rental market is extremely competitive and very expensive. A 1-bedroom condo in Mississauga City Center, Square 1 area is renting around $26,700. I actually listed a 1-bedroom plus den and received 6 offers literally in 24 hours for $2,800. So it is very, very hot. The average rental price of a townhouse is around $3,500, and the average price of a detached house is around $4,200. Despite the rising prices, Mississauga's real estate market remains attractive to buyers and renters simply because it's close to downtown Toronto. It's a great city to start and grow your family. So if you're considering making a move to Mississauga, I urge you to do your homework, talk to a real estate broker, somebody who actually lives in the city in Mississauga, work in the Mississauga market, and knows about different areas, because I could tell you there are certain areas that you need to absolutely avoid. I'm not going to name on this video, but it is close to airport. And there are certain areas that if you have a different lifestyle, it will suit you a lot more. For example, Port Credit area. And if you're a first-time home buyer, Lesgar might be the best option for you because the prices of homes in Lesgar and Meadowville, right next to 401 and GO Train, are relatively cheaper compared to the rest of Mississauga market. So if you are making a move to Mississauga or considering making a move, do schedule a call with me. My calendar link is in the description box below, and I would love to get on a call with you to discuss more. If you got any value out of this video, please consider subscribing, hit that notification bell so you're notified as soon as we upload our next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.